Zoom. Present in the court are his attorneys, Ian Friedman and Madeline Grant, present from Cleveland, Ohio, is Kevin Brinkman. We're here for sentencing. The defendant having pled to one count of attempted endangering children, felony of the fourth degree, and one count of disseminating matter harmful to juveniles, a misdemeanor of the first degree. On behalf of the state, Mr. Brinkman, you wish to address the court. Thank you, Ed. Wait.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, this court. The victim in this case is present today.
Can Mr. Bell hear? Mr. Bell, can you hear the prosecutor? You asked him, he won't be able to hear you. Now that you got the microphone.
Trey, can you hear the prosecutor from the podium?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Again, thank you, Your Honor. The victim is present today. He is to my understanding that she has prepared some statements from the court. Important those statements are the defendant's conduct, but specifically and most importantly, the harm caused and that she has suffered as a result of his actions. Your Honor, what I can tell you at this point is that the victim in this case has been severely impacted and harmed by this defendant and his actions. A man and someone that she idolized and looked up to for years. Your Honor, what we are asking, the state of Ohio is asking today, is that you listen to her, take her statements into consideration when you order your sentence. As she talks to you about this defendant, his actions, and the harm caused, and impose a fair, just, and appropriate sentence that does not demean his conduct or the seriousness from the harm caused to the victim. And I believe the victim at this point has prepared some statements, so I would ask the court to direct their attention to the victim.
Go ahead. Make sure she's muted, but her picture is not shown. Again, this is Judge McCormick. Do you wish to address the court to the defendant in this matter?
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to read my statement to you. I chose to write the statement. Sorry?
Let me interrupt for a second. I'm going to ask
Okay.
you to show her picture, please. Do you mind? Oh, good. No, go ahead, ma'am.
I chose to write the statement because I want justice to be served more than anything. The only time that the defendant has appeared in court in person was on June 3rd for his arraignment, which was before the media found out about this case. He has appeared in court today over Zoom instead of appearing in person. This doesn't surprise me and shows what a coward he is. But I am not a coward, and that is why I'm going to reveal all of the details of the crimes that he committed against me. Aside from Cleveland, the only other time that the defendant sexually assaulted me was in October 2017. It happened in Illinois in the middle of the night. He digitally penetrated me in the back seat of my aunt's car while she was driving him to a friend's house. The Illinois police only agreed to move forward with that case if the Ohio police did not pursue this case. I don't understand why. Regardless of their reasons why, he has gotten away with sexually assaulting me in Illinois. So today, I will be discussing the details of the crimes that he has pleaded guilty to and the impact that they have had on me. But before I do that, I would like to provide you with some context on my relationship with the defendant and what led up to these crimes. This portion of my statement explains how he started grooming me when I was 12 years old. I started off as a fan of him. I was definitely one of his biggest fans. Everyone who knew me as a child knew that he was a hero to me. I would have done anything for him. When I was 11, I learned that my aunt had a mutual friend who knew the defendant. That led to my aunt taking me to meet him for the first time in 2014 when I was 12. I adored him, and he instantly made me feel that he adored me right back. From the time I was 12 to 15, my aunt took me to meet him and spend time with him many times. After I met him for the first time, he started speaking to me more frequently online. I confided in him about very personal things about myself, including my struggle with my mental health. I went to him for advice and for someone to lean on, and he gave me that. I felt protected and loved by him. When I was 13, I went to him for boy advice. He told me that I was beautiful and that boys were stupid. He then sent me a photo of myself that he had screen capped from my Instagram, telling me that I was, quote, such a cutie. I took and uploaded that photo online a year earlier when I was 12 years old. He saved that photo of me onto his phone, but didn't realize how disturbing that was until many years later. Another instance of creepy behavior happened when I was spending time with him at the age of 14. He told me that he couldn't believe how much I'd grown since he last saw me. He said that I wasn't little anymore, and I was, quote, a woman now. When I was 15, I noticed a huge shift regarding his treatment and attitude towards me. When I was younger, he was sweet and actually wanted to talk to me about my life. But at 15, he started sending messages about how, quote, hot I was. In the summer of 2017, I messaged him, telling him that I was going to see him in concert in the following months. He replied by telling me that he couldn't wait to see me. He also asked me, quote, how old are you now? I told him 15. He then told me to, quote, hurry up, don't smile at me.